for more than 2 years. I hadn't had a contact with CMU Portugal program because I was head of the electrical engineering department for a couple of years, and during this period we had a joint PhD program with CMU, and lots of our staff have cooperated with CMU, gone to CMU to teach there and be engaged in dual programs. And at the same time we started a cooperation with this school, with PBS, because there was a professional master of electrical engineering in CMU, and we draw a very special combination, which was these programs in CMU last 1.5 years. So the combination was that 1 year was done in CMU in electrical engineering. Then they would come to Porto, and some of the topics, some of the subjects were done in my department, and then they had a master, MBA here at PBS. So instead of 1.5 years in electrical engineering, they had 2 years and 2 degrees, a professional master and an MBA from Porto. This was a very interesting and very new combination, and it has run during the period I was in the department smoothly, and it was a very interesting cooperation. At the same time, everything that happened in electrical engineering, which is the thing that I know better, was very interesting for us. First, the fact that our young staff, young professors from my department have gone to CMU, were obliged to teach there, to be confronted with a completely different and first top environment. And at the same time it was challenging, but ensuring for them of what they were able to do in a very difficult environment. And this was very important for our self-assurance and the way that we have behaved in our programs. Then there is something which is definitely very important for PhD programs, which is the credibility that having a dual degree with CMU brings to us. We cannot forget in electrical and computer engineering, CMU is one of the top universities in the United States. No matter how good we are, we don't have the clout, we don't have the external, the international visibility, and this was very important to make us known as something credible enough to be adopted by CMU for a joint program. And finally, all the cooperation with the departments in CMU have been very, very interesting, because one of the things, I visited CMU twice in the middle of this cooperation, and the way they treated us, it was really, we were treated as equal. It was a very balanced program, because I think that we have done a very nice job too, but it was very important, and the students that have gone through this program, not only in Porto but all over the country, and the resulting companies that have come out from these programs are the proof that we have done well. This was a very powerful, important program that should be pursued. All the students were coming from abroad, lots of them at that time from Asia, and I think that there were several things that were interesting for them. They were applying for electrical engineering, but it was a professional MSc, so having also at the same time the knowledge from an MBA. And another thing which is important, to be exposed to a European environment for 1 year and to an American environment for another year, was an added value. So I think that this was a very interesting experience for the students that have come. And from the PBS point of view, it was also very interesting, because the quality of students that had to be accepted in CMU was first class. So they also were able to teach here international students which were first class students. It was very interesting. I'm not active anymore now, so I just listen to what people say, and I've heard from the minister that they are going to continue with the CMU Portugal program. I'm sure they are going to redesign it. It's necessary after 10 years. It's the most sensible thing to do, is to look at what happened and the new stage where both the program and Portuguese universities are, and redesign it, but I am sure it's going to continue. To come back and see how it developed, how active it is. Some old friends from CMU from other countries that I was able to meet here. So it was a very, very nice day that I spent here, and I'm sure that for all staff, and the room is full, which is also very, very interesting. And for everyone, I think that's a day that they will remember.